Hey, what's up, fam? What's it been like a year and a half, 2 years since the fairy tale anime decided to cease being a thing and waited forever for it to kind of get to. I know we got I think we got one OVA and then a movie in the gap between now and then, but at the same time, it was a little rough to be waiting that long for the anime to continue. And I know I say that as a fairy tale fan, but I know like the One Punch Man fans or something have been waiting. What has it been like 3+ years since season one came out and they're waiting for season two? But anyway, uh, for the most part, the episode, really, I mean to say, followed the chapters relatively close. The only thing that kind of seemed additionally added was at the beginning when we got like this big like mountain boar that Natsu took down, and then they ate it during the night, and they kind of talked a little bit, talked about where to find Wendy, and then why they were going to Margaret to where the Lamia Scale Guild was. But for the most part, the episode followed relatively the manga, and when I do these episode reviews for the anime, what I'm looking for mostly are things that differ. Obviously, one of the biggest things that differed is the fact that the anime started out really oddly, that the first few minutes were right as the guild was going to go down and engage with spoilers for those who are just watching the anime and haven't read the manga, giving you clearly a fair amount of time before now. Go down and engage Zero's forces right after Irene casted Universe 1 and condensed Fiore to 1/20th its own size, and just kind of made it into some big weird kind of mutation of its own self to make it into an ideal battlefield where all of the Albereth forces were kind of gathered in one area, all of the Spriggan 12, all over 1 million of Zeref's foot soldiers, and to where the Fairy Tale Guild members and anybody kind of aiding them were really met into one area, and that was kind of a really weird way to start the anime in terms of an anime only fan. But obviously the manga people were able to kind of get certain scenes, kind of get what was going on. But I have to say, for the anime only people that haven't that have no idea what's going on, it probably was really confusing. The episode though was a lot of fun. I like the new opening and the new ending a lot. I thought they were a lot of fun. I'm wondering if I'm guessing we're gonna get two more of each throughout the run of the final season. Though I feel like the final season just says final season, but we might as well assume we might get the 100 Years quest in the anime. Will we? I don't know, but we might. The idea of that though is the potential, not the automatic. The arc though, the episode really kind of covered chapters 420 and 421, where they went to Margaret, met up with Wendy, tried to get her to come back to the guild because Lucy and Natsu are trying to reform the Fairy Tale Guild. But Wendy kind of says, "No, I'm part of Lamia Scale now. They've been good to me the last year," and that kind of creates a bit of an issue between them and Wendy. But when Orochi Finn, the kind of rival guild, the Phantom Lord, kind of equivalent to Lamia's scale, attacks with this big horde of over 100,000 monsters that they've seemed to have collected, tamed, and accumulated throughout who knows how long, start to wreak havoc, and that kind of becomes a bit of a problem. I won't spoil what's to come for those who are an anime only fan and don't know what's going on, maybe don't remember certain things that maybe were shown in the kind of teaser for the next episode. But I will say it's going to be a little bit of a fun episode. I'm waiting especially for when we get a couple episodes in and we search certain events kind of start to unfold. I know that there was a I don't know what website had an article that was like the arc was only supposed to have 25 episodes or something. I feel like that was a bunch of bullshit because there's no way they're going to be able to fit I think it's 130 chapters plus anything Hiroshima wants to add into 25 episodes. That's absolutely ridiculous. That there's no way that part is true. Whereas I don't know whether or not they're going to add anything from the Dragon Cry movie into maybe its own small arc of like 5 or 6 episodes because it is indeed canon. Oh my god, it's really something that could really kind of changed the tone of what's happening. But for the most part, I thought the episode was good. It was a long time waiting for things to happen. I'm happy to see the anime back. We've got a lot of animes kind of dropping right now, very thick for the fall. I had Radiant, which is the first official French manga turned Japanese anime coming out, Goblin Slayer, which was great, and they didn't censor anything that was in that episode. But also the Fairy Tail anime kind of dropped. Well, not kind of, it did. And I was really happy to see that kind of play out as it did, even with the little bits that they added, the way that they decided to kind of bring the arc into everything. It was a lot of fun. So I look forward to the next couple episodes. It looks like the whole Orochi Finn tiny little plot with Wendy is going to end in the next one, and then we'll move on to the next members, which will kind of, as I said, I won't give spoilers, but I will kind of give you a little bit of the teaser. For those who watch this that are anime only, is what is the kind of a mini arc, as there usually is between a big arc in Fairy Tail. There's usually a small arc, kind of like what we had the Sun Village, or anything similar. I'm trying to think of something right off the top of my head, or kind of like any of the pre-Grand Magic games or anything like that, where you have a little bit kind of a ease into. But we're gonna have what is called the Avatar arc, so look forward to that. I won't give you any spoilers if you haven't seen, you haven't read the manga or anything, but I will say it's gonna be a lot of fun. I look forward to the gifts that come out of the next couple episodes. So if you like the anime and you watch the episode, tell me what you think in the description. How was the wait? Were you as anxious as I was, refreshing the page every hour or so to see if the new episode dropped? I was happy to see it kind of show up right when I had the free time to watch it. I'd spent the day going to the movies, doing a couple reviews for the channel, but now luckily it looks like what I really wanted throughout the day kind of got the payoff, and especially now that the manga is on a bi-weekly status to where we only get a chapter, like I said, every 2 weeks. Looks like we're gonna have the anime every week, and it's gonna have its own kind of extra bits in there. Since Hiroshima seems to be taking a little bit of influence within everything itself. So yeah, like I said, drop a comment in the comment section on what you think about all of this. If you like my channel, maybe hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out the rest of my content. I do mostly manga stuff on my main series, though obviously is Fairy Tail. I also do Eden Zero, Black Clover, and stuff like Radiant and Goblin Slayer, stuff like that. But for the most part, thank you very much for listening. If you're subscribed, thank you already. I appreciate every single one of my subscribers. But otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Bye.